Good evening, everybody. It's my pleasure to welcome you on board again, and we take ourselves through what the Euro USD has done in the couple of days. By the way, we had the first physical meeting or session yesterday, and those that were present could attest to the fact that maybe it's never the same when you watch the video and it's a physical meeting. So usually it could be different. The reason being that some of us have learned, a whole lot about resistance support, trend line, trend support, trend resistance, a lot about price action, a lot about indicators and all of that. But sincerely, price, does not really obey your support resistance, be it horizontal line or your trend lines. It doesn't really. But if you understand what structure is all about and wave is all about, then you probably would know how to apply these trend lines to assist you in seeing structures in the right perspective. Then, of course, video assumes that some of you watching the video, you have some knowledge about the wave theory, structures and resistance. Structures and wave. But live sessions will afford the opportunity to actually interrupt, ask questions to clarify, what you are getting wrong. And those, that were present yesterday could attest. I think they had something that more or less, was reassuring to them to say, okay, no, we can actually be in confidence and begin to trade. So the hallmark of what I'm trying to do is for you to be able to trade with all confidence that you can have, because you can see what the price is going to do. Working as a soothsayer to say this is what price is going to do next, and this is what it's going to do next, and this is what it's going to do next, would make you feel comfortable with yourself, that you can predict the movement of price and what it's going to do, and you are on point before it does that. You can predict like 3 steps ahead. You can predict like 4 steps ahead. This is an advantage that structure and wave, analysis would, afford you. And that is why when you understand it, you certainly will know this is what to expect, this is what not to expect, in the market. And we did a live analysis also, on the current, trade. And I told them, okay, at this point, you're going to get reactions. This wave is done. Wave A is done. We are expecting with B. And this is the extent we're going to see with C. And anything more than that, then it's something else. And quite on the spot, with A had ended, and we are just at the beginning of with B at the moment on Euro USD. So this is very interesting, that that the trend now is bullish, and you are looking for your opportunity to also maintain those bullish run, and in the middle of it, when you see a short opportunity, you take a short opportunity, and that makes it very interesting. You know when to sell, you know when to buy, you know when to leave your all that ongoing, and you know that probably these are levels that the price will not touch, and you know how to adjust your stop losses, your take profits, your entry. Actually, drawing your resistance and support uh, uh, will not for sure tell you this is your stop loss, this is your take profit level, because structure will determine where the wave is going to go next. It's a structure that you are seeing. So without the structure and the understanding of the wave, you cannot tell this is where your stop loss is going to be, this is where your take profit is going to be, and your entry. So at times it's almost at about certain periods in the movement of the price and the structure that is unfolding that you can tell for sure now this is clear and this is where we are going. So giving you like an entry, 5 days, 3 days entry, and you are waiting, it's all rubbish. It's all rubbish. Now, so far, this is what we've been doing for over 6 months now. This is what we've been doing. And I did tell those that were present yesterday that right before this seller pressure came in, for us to witness this sell, we've ran like 5 waves to complete this wave. I did say that yesterday. And this is just either wave A or wave 1. And if it's going to do an ABC correction, I explain all of that, what to expect, and how to treat a potential, trend and a correction of ABC on the larger time frame, that you treat them the same way. ABC correction on a larger time frame, you treat them the same way you would treat a potential impulsive wave or motive wave, on the higher time frame. And we said this had given us from here to here is just wave 1 or a wave A in that time frame. So you can imagine we can now have a 2 and a 3, a 4 and a 5. And after you have a 5, that will just be a 1 in the bigger cycle or in a grand cycle, a 1. So the way things play out, people don't really understand, and you miss your count because you are confused and you don't know. So as it runs 5 waves on the 5 minutes time frame, 15, 30 minutes, or 1 hour time frame is going to run 5 waves also on 4 hour time frame, the daily, the weekly, the monthly. And that is what you are going to see. That is what I've been showing them. And after each correction, after each wave of 5 waves, then you're going to have an ABC correction and what it means and how to, work around it. And I believe yesterday they saw that, oh, you can actually trade without any tension because you know what you are doing. When you don't know, you are just gambling, and it's not about gambling. Now, if you can imagine, this is where and what we have done so far for over 6 months. When we have this corrective wave of 1, so you can imagine what was transpiring, what was happening in between this wave. And when we add this one going up, somebody will think that because it ran also for quite a while, somebody will think, oh, maybe it's an upper trend. Yes, it could be an upper trend, but it was a correction. And on the grand cycle, it now became an A. This one also coming down became a B. This also going up became a C on the grand cycle to make it wave 2. And so it took time, like this C leg from January, and so June 2010 till May 2011. That was like a year. So leg C took like a year to finish this as a wave 3. 1, 2, Okay, 5 waves, really. 1, 2, a 3, and a 4, and a 5. So we saw that. Then we now began a wave 3, which is a 3-1 and a 3-2. And after that 3-2, this is corrective wave. After that 3-2, we now add these to the downside, which is 3, 3, a 3-4. Now, a 3-4 will now do an A, a B, and a C to finish the 5th wave in that regard for wave 5. So let me come again. You know, this is 1, and this is A, B, C of a 2. This is wave 3-1, a wave 3-2. And we now have a wave 3-3. And the 4th wave divided into 3 in that regard, A, B, and a C, and wave 5, which finishes a wave 3. Then we now have wave 4, A, B, and a C in that cycle to finish what? The last wave, which is wave 5, which has ended. That is what we're saying. Wave 5 technically seems to have ended here. Now, this cannot be a beginning of a new trend, just like we saw on the left side of the screen. It can be a new trend that is going to break all these to the upside. Either a new trend or that a correction of a bigger cycle, ABC, that may also break this trend. And if it's going to be an ABC correction, it can also be an ABC correction where this one was going to run 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to have finished your A. The 5 waves in the bigger cycle may still finish A in that bigger cycle. Then you have an ABC correction to the downside. That will be a B. Then you now have another C to the downside, running another five waves to the upside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But we are saying something that if it's an ABC format that we are saying, you know, it's going to fall within the channel. It's going to fall within the channel. What differentiates your ABC correction and makes it different from a motive wave in a trend is the 3rd wave. You know, the 3rd wave or the C wave. If it's an ABC correction, it's going to fall within that channel because the extension you can have for C cannot be more than 100 extension or 123. But once the extension pulls beyond 161.8, then you now know that, yes, this is not an ABC. It has broken beyond the boundary of an ABC. Then it has become a 3rd wave. So basically, you treat all of them the same way until that 3rd wave or the C leg. So that's what I'm trying to say. Now, enough of that. So let's now go to where we are, which is currently where we are. So this is currently where we are on the monthly time frame. Then we are seeing this as either wave 1 or wave A in that degree. And this is a B or a C. And I'd explained a whole lot about this wave going up to be a potential wave that is a C wave to finish the 1st leg here. So if it finishes a 1st leg here, then we're going to have probably another ABC correction. But if it turns out to be a wave 3 that is going up from 2, then of course we're going to have a 4, a 5, and a 3, a 4, and a 5 to finish it. And at the end of that, we're going to have a bigger ABC correction to the downside. So it's easy to deal with all of these. It's easy when you understand the progression and how the labeling works and how the waves unfold. So when you don't have an understanding of how the wave unfolds, you don't know what to expect in the internal architecture of the minute wave or the sub-minute wave. So you won't know. Now, if I scale down to the weekly time frame, now, so the weekly time frame, so it's clearly you can see the internal architecture in the weekly time frame as the 5-wave structure, which is a wave 1 here, and your wave 2, A and a B and a C, which is what, in that regard, it is nothing but a running flat that it gave us here now, because this is A and a B and a C to give us a running flat. Then we now have a wave 3. So the inside the first and second wave of wave 2 might not be apparent on what? On your weekly, but this is 3. This is 3 of 3 and the 4 of 3 and the internal structure of the 5 of 3 ended here around this area. So 3 ended at this peak, and we now have on this spot the 4th wave, which is this. And this is why you cannot interpret an armor to say, oh, we are reversing. It's the end of, and you're going to follow this one. Oh, we are going to change direction. So it's not really, it doesn't work like that. If you don't count the wave, that is not complete, because 3 is going to give you an ending diagonal and a deviation. So you must know that are we done with 3? So when you are done with 3 and you have done a bigger 4, which is this one, then you do a 5 to now do an ending diagonal of a 5, which ended around this area for this B wave to come. So it's either A and B wave or 1 and wave 2. So if this is wave 1 and wave 2, in this regard, on this time frame, it connotes nothing but a very impulsive wave. And that is why these two will be this shallow. And but we're still going to see at this unfolding, and we're now seeing wave 3 going up. We have seen wave 3 going up. And I said something that if it's wave 3, or that this is a wave A and a wave B. So okay, this is okay, A in the weekly cycle, and for this correction, this cannot be an A B, and a C before we turn up higher. Anyhow you look at it, we are still going to go up higher. Either this one is going up as a wave 3, and this has ended a wave 2, we are going to turn higher. But if it's a correction, and this is A of that correction, and this is a B of that correction, then C is going to come down before we turn higher. That is what we are saying. But then, if this is A leg of the correction and this is B leg, of course, the B leg can also break the top, as we can see in either extended wave or a wave, extended flat, or in a running flat. B wave can still break the top, but we know that the extension is going to break is either a 123, if it's as 123 extension of this particular wave that we saw a reaction, it means that we may likely be seeing a running flat to the downside. But if it pulls up between, and we are seeing a reaction between 123 and 161.8 to the downside, and it does not break 161.8 of this extension to the upside, then it could be an extended flat. In that case, you will now see the C leg breaking the low once again. And when it breaks the low, don't think that the price has changed course or that they're going to go lower. They are just finishing a C leg on that time frame, which is the weekly time frame, to turn up higher, to now start leg C properly, if that is what we want to see. So this movement is very important. As we are going up, we are following it to see if it's going to, if 123 gives way. Once it breaches 123, then we want to see the way it's going to progress to breach 161.8. And once that is breached, then you know that price is not coming there. And we're not going to see a C return, which means that this has been an A, and this would have finished your B straight, and that we are going to go and see a C or a third wave. Now, if we go inside the daily time frame, is this the same thing that we are seeing now? The daily time frame, I'd explain it. A wave 1 here, an A, a B, and a C, a 3-1, a 3-2, a 3-3 inside of a 3-4, a 3-4 here. You can see that the 3-4 here, probably also did A, B, and a C. A A, B, and a C, which is another running flag, before we now begin to see the inside of wave 5. Okay, sorry, a 4 and a 5. That's a 5. This 5 now is 5 of the 3 here, because this is like A, B, C to finish that, and we're now seeing a 5. So a 5 of this finished here at this level. So which is the running flag, which is running leg of this, which finished this leg. And we now saw a reaction of a big 4, which is an A and a B and a C to the downside. And the last wave of 5 went up to finish this entire run of either wave 1 or wave A on the daily. Now, this correction is likely now to be a wave B or a wave 2. Now, let me go somewhere to show you what I just said so that you will understand what I've just said. It's still the same thing, so you can see it's still the same thing. So we want to know where we are. And where we are now, also if this has been an A, this can be an A, so this level, a B and a C to finish this. And in the C, probably this is a wave 4, which went up as a zigzag, a wave 4 and a wave 5. And after wave 5, we now see the first wave 1 going up. Okay, this will be a C, this will be a B, and this will be an A. If this is, yeah, okay, good. This is wave C. Now, this will be a wave C of 4, and wave 5 ended here before we turned up. So that's what we saw now here. So let me try and explain this particular one for you to see very well. Now, this is wave C of 4, a wave B of 4, and a wave A of 4. After we finished wave 3 here, the wave 3 has ended in this area. We now have an A of 4, a B of 4, and a C of 4, and we now finished a 5 here. And then we now started a new wave entirely to the upside. Now, what we confirm that this level here is a 3, it's a clear divergence. Let's bring out now, like I said, at this point is where we have 3. So you can also see here at that level, you can see that's the lowest for that wave 3. And we now see a wave 4, which is the A B here, and a C. Then we now finish with 5, which is, this is the end of wave 5 and a divergence here on that. So you can see your wave 5 here. You can see where it coincides here. That's your wave 5. So a clear divergence before we now begin to see a movement to the upside. You know, if I take it to the 4 hourly, and the 4 hourly, we'll now see it better. We'll see it better in the 4 hourly. All that I've explained so far on the 4 hourly, the move started from here, 1, A, B, C, a 3-1, a 3-2, a 3-3, a 3-3 here, and we have A, B, C of that 4, and we finish with 5 here, and we did big 4 here, A, B, and a C, and the 5th wave ended here. So you can see it's still the same thing. Now, and if I may enlarge now the correction, for us to see the correction, this one came down in 5 waves, 1, 2, a 3, and a 4, and a 5. So that finished the wave A 1, 2, a 3, a 4, and a 5. This is like a complex 5. So, and it ended here. Again, if you want to know if this is 3 or this is 3, so you can see this is 3 at the lowest level. So you can see the RSI at the lowest, and this is 5 here. So you can see divergence there. So that's how to prove this thing that is one is 3 and the other one is not. So clearly this is 3 and this is 4, a divergence. You now have a B wave here, and after this B wave, you now have wave 3. Because we are done with 5 at this level, we now have okay, yeah, this is 5. This will be a C of 5. This is a B of 5, a B of 5 here, because this is 3 here. Let me try and enlarge so that you will see. Because the 5 is going to turn to the downside. After the 3, the inside of the 3, a 4 and a 5 of 3, then we now have a big 4, which is an A, B, and a C. So this is like a complex correction here to give this one as an A and a B. Sorry, yeah, it ended here. It ended here, which is like a big 4. A big 4 to do a B. Yeah, so this is a B. This is a B. The B wave. This is A, and this is a C, and the B and the C of the B wave of the 4. Yeah, that's the thing. So that's because it's like a triad. It's a triad. So the A wave, then once we now finish the A wave, now so the A of this part 2, A, B, and a C to finish that junction, then we now have the third wave, which is the last wave here. So the last wave also came like in 2 waves. This is 1, A, B, and a C, which is wave 2. Then the wave 3 came down. Then we now begin to see inside of wave 4, which gives this one as an A and a B and a C, and wave 5, which ended, and the beginning of what? A wave 1 and a wave 2, and we began to proceed to the upside. So that is what we can see. Now let me before I bring out my drawing, let me quickly go to the daily again to explain something. I was saying something here that this could be a B wave, which may have not ended here. In case it has not ended, it's going to now be a small a small b, and a small c. And after a small c, that will end a B wave. The B wave may have ended here or not. That's what I'm saying. But we have to break some structures here to know that this is not a B wave again, but it's a wave 3. What are the structures? So you have to bear in mind. Let me now bring out all those drawings. And these are the structure that we have to break to say that B wave is out. Now, this is the end of wave 1, which is here in this cycle, or a wave A, which is in black. This may be the end of wave B, which is here in black, or a wave 2. Now, if it is not the end of wave B, and it's just a triad correction that we are going to have, a daily correction that is going to be a triad. Now, it might now mean that this is A part of it, and we are seeing a B for us to run down again a C before we turn up. If that is what is going to play out, what we do know now that price had broken this top, the extension from here to here, up here, is 123. We want to see how price is going to behave at 123. If we see a reaction to the downside, then we can say, yes, price indeed may be coming down. It will still make it an ABC correction, and it might now be a running flag. But if it proceed and touch this purple line up here, this is a 161.8 extension to this AB. Here is the 161.8. If price reacts here and begin to break daily structure, because daily structure would have to be broken before you now know that, yes, it is not that we are going up again. It is actually a correction of a C leg that we are doing. And I will show you what I meant by breaking a daily structure. If you are in a trend, if you are doing a trend, you cannot break a daily structure in a trend. This is daily time frame. So you can see this height. Let me just do something again. Now, let me take this out. What do we mean by daily structure? Here, to this point, is a structure. This triad, 1, 2, 3, is a structure. This also, 1, 2, 3, is a structure. So this also, 1, 2, 3, is a structure of a correction of 4 here, of 5, of 4, and here too. So what we are saying is that the way and this one came down, you can see this is the top or resistance here, and this is the low here, which is the support here, and it was broken by this. So this was a clear indication that we are in a big correction, or a daily correction, or a deeper correction, which went down. Now, price won't just continue to do some things except they meant business. Now, in our ascent now, in our going up, if you see this one, it's a correction, you know, which is cooking up a structure of A and a B and a C. And this structure was broken by this candle. Then that tells you, once you have a break here, don't be looking for a sell. It's going to be a buy. And price never came to this level again. So these are where we look at structure, daily structure. Now, if you look at this now, we're going up. Price had not broken this structure. This is the immediate, after this structure that was broken here, price created another structure here. Not until we see this structure taken out before we think that, okay, price is going up. But price broke this structure again to the downside, you can see. And immediately getting here, price got here just to retest the base of this structure without breaking a daily structure. Price went back again without breaking a daily structure. So you can't say price has made an intention, but when you are trading on a lower time frame, you will be seeing that something wants to happen, and then you now begin to prepare yourself. You align yourself, you know, on the structure that you are trading at that lower time frame to see if something is going to give way or not. But clearly here we have, this has now been a new structure here, which price broke to the upside. Breaking it to the upside, this is just a correction, because price had broken this to the upside, and is a clear indication that something wants to happen. And price came down again. You may think that price had not done away completely with this structure, which of course, potentially price may still want to go down and begin to break lower structure here. But at this level here, that the price had broken structure, you know now we are in an uptrend. So we are in an uptrend. Price had broken this structure, and price began to make structure, the daily structure to the upside. Now, if this one will still be a B, price will still create structure like this to the upside. Price will still create structure like this to the upside. And these are structure. This is one structure here, which price would have to break. This is another new structure. This is a higher low, which is 1, and higher low, this is another higher low. price, if price should come and take out this structure to the downside, then you know price wants to do a big C to the downside, which may break the low here. So we must have that at the back of our mind. But again, if it's a very impulsive wave, this may just has been a 2 and price is going to go lower. So we want to engage price as it's climbing up. We want to see what price is going to do as it's climbing up. It's very important that we know this. Very, very important. Now, if I switch to the 4-hour time frame. So in the 4-hour time frame, so you can see the structure I talked about here on the 4-hour time frame. You can see this structure are not completely been taken out on the daily, and the price came down again. And this is the structure that was taken out here, and the price is going up. So this is an higher low, and higher low. And of course, like I told you, this is a new wave, the way it went up, and an A, B, C. So if this one is like wave 3, we are treating this as a wave 3. So, and it's looking like that as a wave 3. And we are going to treat it like that until something else happens. This is another trend. We are seeing another trend in the making. Not until this structure is taken to the downside. This structure has to be taken first before we believe that price wants to come down. And of course, price is about probably creating another structure here, which we are going to see that, okay, when we now want to come down, this structure would have to be taken. So for now, what we do see is a 1 of 3, an A, B, C of 2 of 3. So the low of 2 is this. And now it starts the first part of the 3. Because if this one is 1 of 3 and this one is 2 of 3, this is going to be a third part of 3. Third part of 3 is going to be divided into 5 waves, which you must count very well. It's going to be divided into 5 waves, and this may just be 1 of 3 and a 2 of 3, which also came down as A, B, and a C. An A, B, and a C to make a 2. So where price must beat is this, to say that something else is happening. Forget that the price is coming down in an impulsive manner. It doesn't mean that it's going to break anything. Look at this one. Is it not an impulse? Look at this one. Is it not an impulse? Forget about your engulfing candle. Price does not work because it's an engulfing candle. Is this not an engulfing candle? Is this not an engulfing candle? It's not about engulfing candle. It's about structure. It's about how you see structure. And it's not about, oh, it's a double top or head and shoulder. Is this not an head and shoulder? Look at shoulder and head and shoulder. And price just came back. It's correcting. And price went up. It's structure. It is structure. You think there is an head and shoulder right there, the left shoulder, the head, and the right shoulder, and the price is going to come to this level. Forget rubbish. So if you have been taught rubbish, forget rubbish. All that is rubbish. Now, we are now seeing a 3-1 and a 3-2, and inside of a 3-3, that one is going to be another 5 waves. So we are seeing the first part of 3-3 is going to run like 1 and a 2 and the 3. And if it's going to be a 3, it will break all the structure of 123, and that 161.8. So we are going to see as price is navigating. So let me bring my drawing. I've talked too much here. And I hope that those that were with me yesterday will quickly understand what I've just said. You know, I've brought those drawings out so you can see those drawings once again, the way they are labeled, in case you want to play back this video. I just have to do this for you in case you want to play back this video So now this is the beginning of the move, and the way we came up, you know, that's actually a 1. A 1, Of course, you can still put it here. Doesn't really matter. You can put it here. It doesn't really matter. But this is the way it's correct, really. And we have an A and a B and a C. And the price began. So the same thing that we did here is what we want to transfer to the other side of C wave or the third wave. So, and A, B, C. And this is the first part of wave 3 and a 2 of it, and it's going up a 4 of wave 3 here, and wave 3 at this point to do an A and a B and a C to finish that wave. To finish that wave. To finish that wave. And we now had the 4 of a 3 here and the 3 of a 3 to finish wave 3 here. Okay, this one will actually be correct for the new wave that we are doing. It should actually be correct. So the 3 here, and this is the 4, which is an A and a B that I talked about, and a C, which is this one. A C in the red to finish a 4, and we are seeing a 5, the 5th wave that went up, you know, to finish here. So with 5 got exhausted here, and the correction that probably is coming down, you know, a 1, 2, and a 3, and a 4, and a 5, and the network went off. The network went off. Now, sorry about that. The network went off. So we now saw the correction 1, 2, a 1 and a 2, and a 3 and a 4, and we did an ABC to turn down for a 3, and this finished a 3 here. And after finishing a 3, like I said, we did a correction of. Now we add funny things here. So after the 3, we had to do a 4 of that 3, and a 4 of that 3 got truncated. So that's what happens. A 4 of that 3 got truncated. A 4 of that 3 got truncated, and we had a 5 of that 3 here. You know, a 5 of that 3, not the real 5. A 5 of that 3 here. After this 4, a 5 of that 3 here. Then we now had this to the downside, to the upside. As an A, B, and a C of the 4. So the big 4 actually will be here, and the 5 came down here. So that's the way it is. And this is a big 4, and the 5 came down here. So if I may come again, this is from here, this is from wave 3 here, which is, this will now be an A. What do I use now? Let me use a green to signify that, so that you understand what I'm trying to say. A green. This will be an A green. A B in a green, and a C in a green. I want you to understand the count. A C in a green, to understand the count, okay? So this had finished with A here. With A finished here. With A finished there. And the second part of which is a B, will just be an A and a B and a C. And this finished a B wave. in this regard. So that finished a B wave. So an A, B, and a C finish a B wave. And these finished a C wave here. A C wave finished there for that grain, which is a 1 and a 2 and a 3 finished there. So pretty much like a zigzag. Pretty much like a zigzag, but the way it ran the 5 waves, this one was more impulsive, and the last part probably was just burning out. So that was what really happened. So now seeing these 3 now coming down, the 1, A, B, and a C of the 3, and it ran 3, 3 to this side, and it has not given a 4. This is the 4 of that 3. The 4 of that 3, and A in the 4 of that 3, so that you understand that part. So there's no wuru-wuru somewhere, nowhere. I want you to understand it. So that's why I'm doing this, and doing this. See, we must label correctly. So, of course, 1 A, B, C of a 2 and a 3 came down. Now, for that correction, this part of it, the first part is A here. So the first part of it is actually A here. So in the middle, we now have another A, B, and a C. And this A, B, and a C finished off the B in the middle for that wave 4. And we now add a C of that wave 4 of this 3. This 3, the third wave, this is just the wave 4. The whole of this is the wave 4 of it. And the price came down, wanting to do a wave 5. Now, in an attempt to do a wave 5, it came, okay, a wave 5, it now ended the wave 5 of 3, because this is just wave 4 of this 3. So it ended wave 5 of 3, and so wave 4 of 3 here, and wave 5 of 3 was truncated. So we could have put it here as a 3, 5, but this is the lowest. So the 4 ended here, then we now add another wave of a big 4, because after the wave 5, it's going to be a big 4, and this is an A, B of a big 4, and a C of a big 4, which finished a big 4 here. So you can now understand the way it ran. You can understand the way it ran. Again, 3 ended. Now we are going to do 4 of these 3, which is A. This triad is like an extended flat here. You can see this one. B here broke above, C broke below, and extended flat, and we now did a C. And after this a C, we're going to now do a big 4, because we are going to do a 5 of this 3, and which came down in 5 waves here. We finished a 5 of that 3. We are going to do a big 4, and A, B, C of a big 4. We now have to do the last 5, which ran down here as wave 5. So I've explained the internal architecture there. And then we now started a wave 1. This is now wave. We now want to do another wave entirely, which could be a wave C of this on the daily time frame. A wave C. This wave going up could be either a wave C to this one, a wave C to this one, where this one is a B and has ended, or a wave 2 or wave 3 to this one, where this one is a wave 1 and this is 2 and this is 3. And if they want to now do a daily A, B, and a C, we will see as it engages 123 and 161.8, 161.8 above here. Just hold on, please. I'm sorry for the break. Sorry for the break. Now, so having explained that, so we are in this new wave, either new wave as a B or a 3 going up. If this is a 2, is a 3 going up. If this is still a B, this one can, once it breaks 123 and 161.8, then it's a C of this entire wave that is going up. If it does not break and react, then it's a B of this wave that is going on. So we are looking at a 3 perspective of what price can do as we climb up. So that is how to look at it. So let me just go back there now. But for so far that we've been able to plot these, and this is one thing you must learn now that we are in wave 3, and this is 1 of 3 and a 2 of 3, and we should be doing a 3 of 3. Now, in trying to do a 2 of 3, a 3 of 3, then this is an A of 2, a B, and a C. So you have to plot this to join. Then after that, then we have the first move here, which is a 3-1 and a 3-2. So we can see that we are trying to also change the trend line to match. And as we're now going up now, that we have done a 2 of this 3, then we are going to see a 3. And inside that 3 is going to be divided, the 3 is going to be divided into 5 waves. That's what we are saying. And this may just be the first wave of it because it has broken the structure to the upside. This is the structure of where wave 1 ended, or wave A ended before. And we have just broken that to the downside. And we are now seeing this reaction coming down. So, seeing this reaction coming down, what is very important that the price must not violate is this place. Price must not violate this. If price should violate this, then we know that something has changed. But I don't even expect that to happen, because if we're going to correct the B that we talked about, it won't make any sense for the price to do that for now. If we say that this is A and this is going up as B, since we have not corrected it at the level of 50 of this entire run from here down to this place, we had not corrected it at the level of 50, a 61.8 and a 76.8 or 85, it cannot be a zigzag. So price will not bounce down, will not back down from here. And we have broken a 90, price will not back down from here. It won't be a running flat. So what we are saying is that we are going to see price move further up to these levels, further up to this, either this level of 123, and at that level it can be a running flat, or get to this level, and at this level it can be an extended flat. If it's going to be an extended flat, that means we are expecting that the price is going to break this low here. Otherwise, if it's going to be a running flat, then at this level, price is just going to still break maybe this low or this low and turn up again to start. So we must have this at the back of our head. But when price engages this immediate structure and breaks it to the above, then all we just need to do is to move our stop loss. Then when it comes out and it breaks it, forget. the option of this one as an A and a B and a C coming down will no longer be on the table. So now two things will now be on the table. What will be on the table is an option of this one as an A B, and this one going up as a C, or this option as an 1, a 2, and this one going up as a 3 that will be on the table. So we have three things in mind at the moment, that this could be a B here or a B here and still turn out to do a daily C. You must know that. When you know all this possibility that price can do that, then you are good. And if the price takes this out and takes this out, then we are left with, yeah, the price is climbing up. Then either it's an A B, or a C that we are doing, or either is 1 or 2 or a 3 we are going up there to do. Simple. But we engage price as it's climbing up, and as we are seeing the internal structures of all these things as we are going. Now, for now, this is seen as 3-1, and the correction here is a cursor to this move, which means if this one is seen as a 1 now, okay, this is a 1 and a 2 here, and a 3-1 and a 3-2. So instead of a 3-3, then we can now begin to label with, let me use red to label it, because that would now be inside of a 3-3 that I want to label. That will now be inside of a 3-3 that I want to label. So if I'm going to label that now, we are going to see how that will work. So this one now becomes a 1. And the blue box here is where we are looking for a 2. It's interesting. So now, so far, if I'm looking to buy from this zone, so far price does not break this level, we are good to turn up. That's how to look at it. Now, this wave is done, and I can see that structure was taken here. At the 4 hour, this structure has been taken here. So price is coming down as an A. We are now beginning to see as a possible B going up. And once B is done, we're going to see it turn down to C. So B and A will tell us where C leg will be for us to buy. That is how to look at it. Now, this wave is completed, and we are looking at a potential blue box. This is a 50 of this entire run to the upside, a 50, a 61.8, and a 76.4. At the edge here is 85 and no more. No more. That's the lowest it can come. But then we will know from what is happening here how low it can get. But definitely price is not expected to cut to even get to this point at all. So your stop loss should be here if you've been buying. That is the meaning. So, and you don't just pick to buy in the middle once you didn't pick it here, because I started one here, I was buying here. So you can see price going all the way up. And now that we're going to do a big correction, because it could have turned up higher, but now they are doing a correction here. So you pick it piecemeal and begin to chop your money when you understand how to go about it. And let me go inside of a 1 hour. I'm about, it's a bit long because I had to explain so many things. It's a bit long because I had to explain so many things. Now, we are seeing here also you can pick divergence here to know that we are finished. This is wave 3 here, and this is wave 5 of 3, and we had a 4, and we finish up the wave completely here, a 4 and a 5 here to finish this wave. So I think I showed that to people. Now you can see a clear divergence here. You can see the top of 3 here at this level. So you can see this line, it didn't touch here. This one is lower, and this also went lower to this plateau here, a divergence that this thing has burned itself off. Then to pick, you are waiting for price to break structure. As price is coming down, you're not sure, but we are seeing it because this is a divergence and 4 had given itself. This is 5 truncated here, really. 5 was truncated here. And so we are seeing the moment price broke this level, it will not give you a time to enter again. So price had not come up here to retest this broken level. You know, we can see that even on 30 minutes. 1 hour price action, 1 hour candle has not come. You can see no retest here at this level. So if you had missed here, see. But why I was able to even enter here was because I knew there was a clear divergence here, and I put something here to say, okay, let me see what price is going to do. So far, it does not break the top here, and so see. And this is wave 1 and wave 2, and this is a complete wave 5, with 3 here, and a wave 3, and a 4 and a 5, which ended here. A 4 and a 5, and now we're in the beginning of B wave. B wave is going to correct to the upside. So in terms of correction, this is a 50, this is a 61.8, and this is a 76. 76. So I don't expect price to go all the way and break structure to the upside. Price may just test this structure here, but we'll see how far this one is going to go. This might just end up to be a zigzag. This may just be A of a zigzag and a B of a zigzag that is in the making. It could run a flat. It could run a flat here, come down deep here to do an A B, and a C to finish that. Now to finish its leg C to the upside to finish that. These are possibility here now because this one is done here now. So we are seeing wave 1 is done, or A of a B is done here. So we might be seeing this one coming down. You could run a running flight, could run any kind of flight in the middle, maybe A, B, and a C of that. And after doing a C, we will now do the big C to finish that big correction here. So we're going to see how that is going to play out. And before we turn down again to break this to the downside, we're going to see all of that. So on Friday, I told them the price is going to turn upwards here, that this wave is completed for me. And so we are seeing it already. Now, in case you're not sure that it's wave B, I did this here, where I saw this one as a possible 2, a 1 and a 2 here, and this is a 3. So if you're not sure, you are thinking this is a 4. If you take your fib retracement here, 2s, from here, which is 2, to here, which is your 3, and this is going to be 4, this is 40. Once this is taken, you know that you're out of structure. You are broken the structure, that means you are correcting B. So breaking this to the upside confirms to me that we are doing a B to the upside. But in that B, what I can see for now, in the making, it's an A. The B is going to form A, B, and a C, which is a flat, and the big B to complete C of B, and we're not going to turn down. So that is what we are looking at. So I haven't said that. I think I'm done. I'm done for the day. If you have questions, like this video, and that's what I can say for now. God bless you. Bye. Oh, God.